Good afternoon, folks. This is Darth Ravage coming to you today with a kind of like a Need for Speed kind of feeling, like with Top Gun coming out next Friday. And this guy looks excellent in alt mode. I wanted to look at some other jet formers this week that does the job cleaner and better than the other guy. Just to be quoting the line said in the Top Gun movie about Mavericks flying. This right here is the Maverick piece that was $50, Voyager class size. Has the sweep wings going on, so when it goes supersonic, that's what it does in real life there. It has its shortcomings and whatnot. The biggest is the no landing gear whatsoever, and while what I'm fixing to show you today doesn't have a landing gear either, I feel it does it cleaner and better than this guy, definitely. Really do love this alt mode. Really wish this alt mode would be able to have another look taken moving forward, design it better, make the robot mode more cool, fold stuff away for the robot mode instead of just leaving it hanging out like it does. We'll get to that here in just a few minutes. Just wanted to show you this again here for those that are not Top Gun enthusiasts or plane enthusiasts. I really still love this jet mode. Would love to have seen some A10s or A7s or F4 Phenomies and that kind of thing get legacy crossover offerings, but today we're going to take a look at two Titans Return figures, same old, slightly retooled, but definitely evoke a fighter jet feel. I'm going to leave this guy right here, and we're going to put them up in 3, 2, 1, and boom. On the turntable now we have Titans Return Megatron, which shares the mold of Titans Return Blitzwing, and I just gotta say, I feel they evoke the F-15 fighter jet. I'm going to put a spot right here in this corner, show you, the profile is kind of like that of the F-15 Eagle, and this is an F-14 Tomcat, but all the same, with having the triple change capability, I feel this does clean up a lot better than the other guy. We're going to start with Megatron first, more accurate plastics versus what's offered there with the F-14, and I added some repro label Decepticon symbols there. I thought that looks better in every sense of the word. And as you go around, you can see the junk underneath in the trunk, but if you look at the other thing right here with the new Blitzwing, you can see that this junk cleans up a great deal better. And the only thing I wish that this did better was to make this collapse in, like right here on the bottom. It's just the tape turret hanging out from the tank mode, but I think this does light years better than what we are getting ready to get with the Legacy Blitzwing. You got also the thrusters in the back and the little ailerons and the dorsal fins. This totally evokes a F-15 kind of feeling to me, and looks a great deal better. And he does store his weapons underneath. You can do it like that, or you can put them right there, but I like them where I got them back in the hands. And this thing has to be very precise with both Blitzwing and this Megatron, as they are really touchy, finicky to get those panels to totally line up and get actually closed off right here underneath on the fuselage and what becomes the tank mode later. This guy has a bigger tank turret, and what's so cool is you can take and articulate. I could swear you can articulate it where it looks like he's sniping them down as he goes along and strays on a run or whatever. I mean, you can do the sword any which way. Same thing with him. You got those fists you can plug it into, or you can do the portholes there on the bottom. Titans Return figure will fit in there for the tank mode, and has a nice big old Decepticon symbol there. And they had the full stickers on the better quality plastic. I think that's something of contention here lately, and some of the stuff that I've been reading is the plastics are yellow and that kind of thing. Well, this is durable plastic. Doesn't feel like it's gonna have its issues like the newer material that they're using these days. Also of note is that he's got his Titans Return Master right there in the cockpit, which is a very nice feature they did with both him and Megatron. You can see the little Titans Return figure like the pilot in the cockpit, and that I love that. Even though it doesn't open traditionally, it opens a different way there, and I'm not going to do that on camera, but you can clearly see he's in the cockpit, and it definitely evokes a jet mode a great deal better than some other stuff. The other thing this week on both of these is they got these little nubs here, and this should have been wheels. I don't care if it was still wheels sticking out of the tank cannon turret, but I feel that I feel that these need to have wheels that roll, can play, and if it did compress, then you already had wheels that rolled on this, and for it to be a triple changer, I would excuse that even with the tank treads hanging out as bad as it does underneath there. But jet modes have always been that way of seeing robot kibble, and if you look at the F-14 here, you can see the arms just going right down the middle, but the fuselage does clean up, and it is part of the leg. I just wish that the other stuff fold up better and neater than the other guy in robot mode. All right, so we got the jet modes going on. I'm going to get it really quickly transformed over to the tank modes and touch on that a minute, just to kind of show you that the jet mode does fold up a great deal better than what we've written in the Legacy Option in 3, 2, 1, and here's a quick look at the tank mode. And like I was saying, there's a couple of different ways that you can do this. You can orient it this way, or you can orient them that way, which is kind of like how I like to do it until you get to the front. You can clearly see the jet engine in the front. You can do it the other way, and it has thrusters in the back there, but this looks like it's just more bulked up and armored in a way. See, there's thrusters again. And if you don't have everything exactly flush, like whenever you go to put this together, you will have trouble getting things to sit exactly where you need it to fold into this configuration. Do like how the wings tuck up in a way and the cockpit hides in just a little bit further. You can orient both of these up just a little bit and have them blasting away at something in the sky. And it does have a full swivel there on both, but it's hindered by the little tabs there. And if you go at the front orientation to where the cannons are forward and the thrusters in the back, it still kind of, doesn't look really that great. If you take away the other weapons, I for one never really use this to put my Titan Master or Titan Returns figure inside of here like it's supposed to, like it does in those cockpits. I don't ever use that at all, but I think this looks the best there, I guess, with the thrusters in the rear, the front there like this, and there's your tank modes. I think they do this better and cleaner than even the Future Legacy. Future Legacy tank mode's not bad. So the tank modes are a plus in both Titan's Return and Legacy. But then the robot mode, we'll get this guy's transformed into the robot mode, compare it next to Maverick, because we got the Need for Speed this week, not necessarily tank modes. Give me a moment while I get these transformed in 3, 2, 1, and boom. And here is the trio in their robot modes, and each of these have their strengths and weaknesses and stuff, and we're going to go right around the table here, and you can see how he's already weebly and wobbly. Well, the way that they did the back side of the Titan's Return figures, they do have heel spurs there down at the bottom. Let me see if I can adjust this camera here. And so you can see that they do got some heel spurs there that will keep it in place while the whole dorsal fin and the rear ailerons are serving as the backstop for Maverick there. It's a really ugly profile from the back. I think this guy has the best looking one of the profiles, being his Decepticon. He's got his wings with the Decepticon symbols proudly display. You got the turret like all of the Blitzwing figures should have. Just a little bit of unsightly arm kibble there. Skinny arms there. The wings kind of just hang off like a cape on the back of Maverick. And you can see the tank turret's differently molded between these two over here. And you can do the wings out, or you can close them up to give that more Megatron silhouette inside of this robot mode, which is a really, really nice feature. And I just ain't got this totally set here. All three of these don't have any waist articulation. There is wrist articulation inside of the Maverick figure that he does that a little bit better. But I feel like everything else wise is done better by the Titan's Returns figures here in their robot mode. And as we move forward with Legacy, I'm hoping that the robot mode will not disappoint with the Legacy figure. The jet mode will be disappointing with the Blitzwing, but I mean, every one of them's had some sort of kibble in many ways. Still wish that the tank turrets fit more flush underneath these two in jet mode, but I feel like they do this mold the best, and just looks like Megatron, looks like Blitzwing. I like the retool there in the chest, and I love the heads. Look like their G1 counterparts heads. Maverick, I always feel like it's the strongest thing about his whole outfit is the paint and whatnot used on the head is strongest. He's got red eyes like a Decepticon, but he is an Autobot, unless I got that all wrong with the packaging. But that's about going to do it with this Need for Speed. Who's done it cleaner and better than the other guy. I think the Titans Returns overall do it cleaner and better than the $50 Transformers crossover figure. Thanks again to all those who have subscribed to my channel. It's been a little bit of a trying couple of weeks here, and this is like the first one I've done in a couple of weeks. Thanks again for watching my content. Thanks again to all those who have subscribed. Make sure to smash like, comment, share, all those good things that helps the channel grow. And make sure to go catch Top Gun sometime next week, either next weekend or open weekend, or within the next couple of weeks. I am, for one, going to go catch it at 9 a.m. on Friday at the Simpsonville IMAX. Can't wait to go see that. And it's my enthusiasm for the jets. I just wish that Hasbro did a better marketing job in the end with their jet formers and stop doing shortcuts. I know this is from, I think it's 2016, the Titans Return is in play. It's 2015 was Combiner Wars, 2016 was Titans Return, 2018 was Power of the Combiners. And just feel like, you know, each did their own little thing a little bit better, a little bit better, built into Siege. And Siege jet formers, even though they're Cybertronian jet modes, I think are the strongest ones overall. We'll even get them out here on, and even though it's Earth to Cybertronian modes, you can see how the articulation needs to play out in future releases. Thanks again, like I said, for watching. Until all are one, and we'll catch y'all on the next video. Thanks again for watching.